If I can survive it without taking too much damage, I'll be ahead.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. This is pretty well defended. I'm going to put a Widow Mine down here. He'll probably fly around that direction if he decides to go there, so...
What's going on?
In the meantime, let's get a tank. Yeah, I know, I'm building tanks. It's crazy, right? I do that now. The tanks are pretty good. Okay. We'll put the Widow Mine here. He's most likely going to come in from that direction. So the hope is the Widow Mine takes out the medevac.
Complete. Additional supply depots. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Okay.
Additional supply depots required.
Let's scan him and find out what he's doing. Actually, now I can set the Reaper in. Would be good to know. I'm thinking I might have to play Bio this game. It's not really what I want to do, but... Building supply depots, so that should be going momentarily. I haven't done any damage to him yet. That's what kind of worries me. Yeah, he's definitely Hellbat dropping. He may be doing a massive Hellbat Doom drop, which would suck, because I wouldn't really be able to handle that. And also I don't have Stim yet, which is a really bad thing. Okay, I need to get another missile turret down here and there. He lands the scan. He doesn't see the bunker. That's advantageous. Here comes the Hellbat drop. Pull away from the Hellbats. Okay. Haven't taken too much damage from this. So, the tank's going to kill the Hellbats. And then we can go back to mining. So, that was his big Hellbat drop. It didn't do all that much. So, we can go back to work. Get a second tank out. Then we need to get back to mining Vespine. So he comes in from that side. Let's get it just in case he tries that again. And he probably will. Okay.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Sweet. Let's make sure everyone's back to work. He doesn't seem like he wants to pressure at all, so I'm going to keep the tank back there. You might wonder why I'm not deploying it. Well, the basic reason for that is that if I deploy it, the splash is going to end up hitting my own guys. I'm not getting enough gas. That's actually the biggest problem I've currently got. I'm behind on upgrades, and I haven't been able to really do much to him, so I need to kind of prepare a drop of my own. We'll check his third, and then head back there. The Reaper's still alive, which is absolutely wonderful. But yeah, his drop didn't do much, which is good. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, right. Yeah, he's going for the same kind of build that I am. I need to take a third base. I need to build more stuff. I need, like, more racks. Because right now, I'm floating a ton of money. So I'm going to add more barracks in. Just in that one coming. Okay.
Additional not enough minerals.
Oh, they finally found my Reaper. How unfortunate.
Additional supply depots required.
Just move our dudes down there. I think the tank can just go on the high ground now. And here comes the lag. I think that was just on his end.
Additional supply depots, not enough minerals.
God, I hate it when it does that. Deselect all my... Come on! Deselect all my stuff. There we go. Okay, upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Okay, so right now, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't taken a third base.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can consider dropping him. Have I really not started research on anything? I thought I'd started that. That's really bad. Okay, I'm going to take this third.
Add-on complete.
Establish that. Send that in that general direction. He can go scout.
Add-on complete.
I need this research, and I'm so slow on it. I mean, it's already the 13-minute mark. I'm playing very passively right now. I do want to start dropping him, but I can't really do that until I get stim. So, not exactly what I call ideal. And I have, again, I don't have my start bot on the bloody hotkey. Keep doing that.
Base is under attack. Additional supply.
Oh, let's siege the base up. Okay. Alright, so here's where it starts to get annoying.
Additional supply depots required.
Because he's got me sieged up. And he's blowing up tanks. This is why I hate TBT. I'm probably going to lose this, just simply because of that. Oh, hang on. His marine numbers are really low. I can drop on top of his units.
Will do.
No, I can't, because Hellbats.
Research complete.
Like, if he actually wins this, I don't understand how he did, because I have an economic lead over him. And he somehow has more units than me, and I'm really confused as to how. Like, in theory, he shouldn't be doing... I mean, he did such a terrible Hellbat drop that he invested a ton in, now suddenly he's winning. I don't really get it. That doesn't make any sense. I want to watch that replay. Did he have a hidden base or something? I mean, that's one of the reasons why I absolutely hate TBT, because under no circumstance should that have happened that way. Let's try and find out what mistake I made. Yeah, it's really terrible when you actually lose to someone who's blatantly bad. I can definitely understand the frustration that people would have with that. He may have had a secret base, that's a possibility. I don't see how he could have had more units than me. Unless I just, like, slipped up. I mean, my macro wasn't that good. So, I don't know. It might have been that. So I opened Reaper. He opened kind of the way that you would expect. He went factory before CC. I went CC before factory. So I scouted that. Had an idea of what he was going. Went in again to check. He still hasn't expanded. Nah, my scouting was fine. I knew exactly what he had. I was consistently scouting with the Reaper. Yep, so he sets up the Hellbat drop. He somehow has... How does he have more workers than me? How the fuck? Have you seen his fucking supply? Like, compared to mine? How the fuck? That's insane. At this stage, he's 60 and I'm 44. Was I, like, supply blocked for 5 minutes or something? I don't know. I must have fucked up something bad here. Like, he comes down. We'll have a look at... No, don't take away the UI. We need to look at... Workers killed here. Oh, he actually killed 11 workers. Yeah, that looked bad, but it actually wasn't. And it turns out my work count was so low anyway. Yeah, I think the answer to this is pretty obvious. I was just flat out macroed. His macro is really good. Mine wasn't. As a result, even though he was technically economically behind at the start of the game, he was able to play a much better game. So, I suck. I've got to play better. Alright, let's give it another bash, shall we? Oh, it's another TBT. Wonderful. Just what I always wanted. On Neo Planet S, no less. I'm playing an aggressive game. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't really know how I screwed up, but I clearly did. I must have got horribly supply blocked or something along those lines. And as a result, he was able to take a lead that I was never able to take back. I had more workers than he did. I created more workers than he did, but he killed a bunch of mine in that Hellbat drop. It's the funny thing about a Hellbat drop is, like, it got shut down so hard. Like, you know, the Hellbats didn't do very much at all, but even then, it was still worth it. That is really why pros complain about Hellbat drops, because it's very difficult to not do it well. Like, even if you know it's coming, even if you prefer, you can still take a huge amount of damage from it. So, yeah. And that's kind of doubly so at low levels, because Hellbat dropping is very, very easy to do, so it's probably got something to do with it.
Additional supply.
It's not exactly what I'd call ideal.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yo.
Not enough minerals.
Try and keep an eye on them. This is not the best map for Reapers, but it's not the worst. There are a couple of ways into the base that are not so easily defended, so you can keep scouting with Reapers and keep finding out what he has.
SCV ready. What's going on?
Keep doing that. I need to just put them preemptively on the gas. I always mess that up. I'm too slow getting into the gas, which means that the Reaper ends up being delayed, which is kind of a stupid thing to do. I'll build a Marine because I have the chance to do that.
Not enough minerals.
And then we can go into
Not enough
the upgrade.
minerals.
Sweet. And then grab the Reaper. Okay, so he's going to scout that. He doesn't really see much.
Sure thing.
I don't get a chance to shoot him, which is disappointing, but hey, we'll take what we can get. Okay. So I'm going to go for the same kind of build. I'll use the Reaper to scout. Well, that was easy. At least I don't have to play more TVT. I'm not really sure why I did that, but I'll take what I can get. That makes up for what I just lost. Alright, let's try again. People are strange sometimes. After this, by the way, it would be... I think I might do some customs if you guys are up for it. Mostly because I'd like to play some more Nexus Squadron Strike and a few things like that, so... It's a battlecraft. I'd just like to let you know, by the way, that we do actually have a StarCraft group on the US server. Pretty easy to find it. Oh! Oh! Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at his name. That's pretty cool. Live for young. Right, okay. I've been stream sniped. Oh well. We'll see how it goes.
SCV ready.
I should put a slight delay on this to stop that, but it's okay. Get off the stream, you bastard. If you're gonna stream snipe me, at least don't fucking listen in. Oh my god.
What's going on?
I'm gonna port you to the internet, police.
Not enough minerals.
Get out.
I can't build here. Big job, huh?
He's still listening, isn't he? Well, we'll see what we can do against this guy, then.
SCV ready.
Things I will not be doing include Banshee play.
Biscuit.
I will definitely not be doing Banshee play.
In the rear with the gear.
Under no circumstances will I be doing Banshee play.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
ahead.
Not enough
I
minerals.
can't build here. SCV ready. Huh, Ben? What's going on? You're the boss. SCV ready.
You'll have to forgive me if I don't commentate so much. If this fellow is still listening to the stream, then it would be a bad idea if I told you what I was doing.
SCV ready. Big
Not
job,
enough
huh?
minerals.
Roger. Sure thing. In the rear with the gear.
Upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Big job, huh? Move it.
These times when you wish you actually had a marine first, so you could go and deal with these little bastards.
This better be good.
That is not to be, however.
SCV ready.
He has a couple of lings. I assume he's probably expanded by now.
SCV ready.
Yeah, nothing particularly out of the ordinary yet.
Go ahead. Ah! You scared me.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. By the numbers, boys. Huh?
My face when I realize I've made a horrible mistake.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
What's going on? Bad news. SCV ready. What's going on? You gonna give me your
Not
in the
enough
rear with the
minerals.
gear?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here.
Not enough minerals.
Where
Not
are all my
enough
minerals?
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Nice. If he tried to take a third, he certainly isn't going to get it now.
Do this. All right.
There's a nice little denial there.
Want some? Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Well, it seems fairly unlikely that he would let me. He's probably denying my base.
Go, go, go! By the numbers.
Oh, I got into the base. He's got a baneling nest,
Ready.
and he's still on hatch tech. But he is trying to take. He was trying to take a third. I don't know. I think I'm still going to get baneling busted here. I definitely don't like the idea of.
SCV ready.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Want to deal with that. There are ways and means.
SCV ready.
It's got a reasonable number of lings out. Alright.
Ready to raise some hell.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Unbelievable.
Talk to me.
Additional supply depots required.
Unfortunately, when you have a stream cheater, it's fairly difficult to deal with. He knew exactly when the drop was leaving. He blocked the expo.
Ready for dust off.
Yeah, this drop isn't
Ready
going to
for
do
pickup?
anything now because he
Add-on
knows about it.
complete.
It's rather
Additional
frustrating.
supply depots required. Unacceptable landing zone. Unacceptable landing zone.
Now what? Here's your stop.
Add-on complete.
Waiting on you. I'm going in. Do this.
Oh, I lagged past them. Unbelievable. What's the fuck? What's this lag? Man, this is ridiculous.
Additional supply depots
I'm already
required.
ridiculously behind. I don't even have my shit bound to the right keys.
Someone get me out of this
I
mess.
had to put a delay on my stream to stop this crap from happening.
On my way.
Spire incoming. Not prepared for it. Actually,
Additional
she'll probably
supply
just leave the
depots
game and play a
required.
different one. So there's little point in playing against stream cheaters, especially not at this level.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Hell yeah. Sounds sweet.
Yeah, whatever. Can't be fucked with stream cheaters. Wasting everybody's time. TVT. Again. Actually looking forward to playing a bit of TBZ, but not against a stream cheater, so... Hey, what can you do?
SCV ready.
It's gonna be one of those nights, I think.
SCV ready.
I'm pretty much the same way.
Big job, huh?
Not enough minerals.
Roger. Ah! Huh? SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
In
Not
the rear
enough
with the
minerals.
gear.
Not enough minerals.
Question, of course, would be
Ready.
what to
Not
transition
enough
out of.
minerals. Not enough minerals.
Open up with a Reaper. Hellion drop's not the worst thing in the world. Could definitely do some damage with that. Hellion run by it doesn't really work because they tend to wall off against it. It's very weird if they don't. I'll keep an eye on it though. If I see an opening, it's worth taking. Wasted 10 minerals there. Shouldn't have done that.
SCV ready. Huh?
Okay. I'll get the Reaper in a second.
SCV ready.
Put this down on 16 supply.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
There we go. Just check there, then bounce back out again. Nothing out of the ordinary.
What's going on?
That, you get back to work. Thank you very much. Then we can choose what to do. Banshee might not be a terrible idea.
Ah! You scared me.
Problem is, it's really micro-intensive. That's why I don't like doing it. If I was a good player, then I would probably like it a lot, but I'm not. So I might just play Hellbat tank,
Upgrade complete.
transition to battle cruiser. Bit of a grindy style. It works pretty well. Alright.
Huh?
Command center.
Can't build it.
Then the factory.
SCV ready. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
It's a
minerals.
fairly decent
Not
execution.
enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Okay. Let's get this factory down at the normal kind of time.
Add-on complete.
Yep, nothing out of the ordinary here, really.
SCV ready.
Always good to know. I'll go and check it again for him later. A couple of Marines down, never hurt anybody.
Big job. SCV ready.
Yeah, so we don't really know what he's doing yet. That's fine. We can kind of throw the first punch with a drop. Or we might just do straight up regular Hellion drop. Then we can transition into sort of Hellbat tank after that. Get a second refinery. Things are actually lining up quite nicely, surprisingly enough. Rare, I know.
Not enough minerals.
There we go. Okay, so I've got... I have idle workers, why is that?
Add-on complete.
What are they doing? Okay. There we go.
SCV ready.
So I'm mining gas properly. Yep, everything's operating the way it should be. Didn't see much. Looks like he's playing primarily Marine tank, so pretty much playing the same style that I am.
SCV ready.
Didn't get that bunker down on the ground there.
Are you ready for this?
Ready for dust off.
Make sure I get stem. I'll drop onto the main base. Well, the medvac never really hurt anybody, and I think we're going to lift that up there. Get a tank out now. Now that I've got those 4 Hellions, I don't really want to build any more Hellions. Doesn't make a huge amount of sense. I'm going to get supply blocks. 46 seems to be my new supply block time. Mostly because I'm sort of transitioning and doing stuff, and then I forget to build supply, which is pretty silly.
What's going on? Huh?
Get the armory, get the Hellbats.
Additional add-on complete.
Okay, so my drop's coming in. Got the medevac down as well, which is always good.
Insufficient rescue gas.
Can work on a
Insufficient
tank.
rescue gas.
I'm gonna have enough in a moment. There we go.
Insufficient rescue gas.
Drop the Hellions here.
SCV ready. Daylight burning.
One more shot, and then I think just back off. See no reason to keep him around any longer. Cool. That was a nice little piece of harass, and we lost nothing from it. So I'll definitely take that. Add on 2 more factories. Get another.
Insufficient rescue gas.
No, that's the wrong bloody thing. Okay, can I do anything else with this drop? Yeah, probably can. I can come around the side and try and hit the natural with it. I did decent damage there, so I'm pretty happy with it.